I find the mistake that many Canadians make is they don't think about taxes until April, and by that time it's too late to take advantage of some of the opportunities that are out there. So doing a little year-end housekeeping to get your financial house in order is exactly the way to do it. Usually anything you want to do comes under what most tax reduction strategies come under, and it's what we always call the 3 Ds. And what that stands for is deduct, defer, and divide. And they're just the 3 main techniques of trying to reduce your income and keep more in your pocket and pay less to the government. Yeah, deduct is the one that people mostly think of when they think of year-end, because there are certain expenses that need to be incurred before December 31st in order to be eligible for your 2019 tax year. So the most obvious one would be charitable donations. Anything has to be done by December 31st, and of course we know that's a tax deduction. So this is something we have to look at as a strategy to do sooner rather than later. So what defer really refers to is just putting off taxes to tomorrow instead of today. We'd all rather pay $1 in tax 5 years from now than today. So some of the most common strategies for deferring tax are things like some of the investment accounts that people are familiar with, like RSPs, tax-free savings accounts, education savings plans, or disability savings plans. The RSP deadline isn't until 60 days after year end, but nonetheless, the sooner you get it in there, the sooner it starts growing and the better, and it is one of our best ways to defer taxes into the future. Yeah, and so divide really involves, trying to move income from not just one person, but into usually a spouse, but somebody else. What you're looking at is so the tax brackets in Canada are such that as you start to get up into higher income, you pay a lot more tax. It's a very progressive system. So the more we can spread income between more than one person, the more we're going to keep you into lower tax brackets. Another feature along those lines is that if you're over 65 and you have RIF income, your first $2,000 is tax deductible. So in fact, taking out the $2,000 per year before the end of the year is well worth it for anybody that's over 65 and has an RRSP in order to defer even more tax. So divide can be very powerful as well.